Welcome to Skill Station 1. At this skill station, we're going to learn how to build a digital inspection process. In Pulpstream, we call business processes work streams. When you're done, you'll have a work stream that runs on any device. Remember that at any point during the video, you can pause it to complete a task or study a concept in greater detail. Let's begin. Log into Pulpstream, and you'll land on your homepage. In the upper right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see a gear icon. Click on that to access your Streams Management Canvas. This is where you'll see all of your streams that are published or in development. We'll touch more on those concepts later. For now, let's click on that blue plus sign to create a new stream. In this pop-up window, we're going to tell the Pulpstream engine all of the information that we need it to capture during these inspections. Now, inspections need titles, right? So let's call this one Safety Inspection. We're going to use this to capture visual observation information during safety inspections. We're going to create it using a wizard because, frankly, that's simpler. And we're going to name this Safety Inspection because that is the information that we're going to be collecting in the screen. These fields underneath this area are going to be the things that the inspector out in the field captures during their inspection. So inspections need locations, dates, and GPS coordinates, right? So in the title field, type in location. Your name is going to auto-populate, and we're going to enable the inspector to manually type in the location by selecting that text field from the pull-down menu in the type column. The second piece of information that we're going to need to capture is the inspection date. In the pull-down menu, let's call that date. And the third type of information is going to be GPS coordinates. Again, that's going to auto-populate. And let's make that type text field. Click on the Done button to save the information. And ladies and gentlemen, we've created our first workstream. You can see it here in the summary of the Your Streams tab. And this is your new working version of your stream. Let's click on it to see what it contains. This here is your stream definition, which you can access at any time by clicking on the Stream Definition tab. Now, your workstream is defined by the components in your business workflow. And notice that streams emulate business process flowcharts. Yes, we did do that on purpose. And notice that you have a variety of options here on your Stream Definition canvas with which you can customize your stream. On the right side of your canvas, you'll find components that you can drag and drop into your workstream. And at this point, you should have a data component, a form, and some basic roles and permissions. Of course, you're going to have your simple workstream flowing here on your canvas as well. Now, on the right side of your screen, under the data components, find your inspection. Hover your mouse over it to reveal the edit function. And click on it to edit your data component. Let's add a couple of fields to capture some of the things that the inspector is going to need out there in the field. Generally, whenever an inspector does anything, he's going to need somebody to sign off on it, right? So let's add an email signature to this. Let's click on the Fields tab to find that. And click on New Field. In the title, we're going to give it a name. We're going to call it Signature of Submitter, because the inspector is going to have submitted the form, so we're going to refer to him as submitter. The name again is going to auto-populate, and now we need to tell Pulpstream what type of information it's going to capture. Signatures are essentially digital images, and that type of information is an image attachment, so select that option in the Type pull-down menu. Here. Save the field. Save your changes to the data component by clicking on those blue buttons. Now let's add some inspection questions to our inspection workstream. Click on the New Field button to add those data input fields. Now, there are many types of fields that you can add to your data components, and generally inspections, audits, and assessments all are going to use checklists. So Let's go ahead and type in the first question in our checklist here. The name, again, is going to auto-populate. And in the pull down, we're going to select the checklist. A lot of additional options are going to appear below it. In a later lesson, we're going to learn how to create rules to calculate scores for our inspection results. So let's go ahead and prepare for that by deleting the name field and replacing it with CH1. That stands for checklist item 1. We recommend always replacing the name of checklist in the name field with an abbreviated reference name and number that displays the question's placement in the checklist. So for example, CH1, CH2, CH3, and so on. This is going to make calculating scores easier down the line. The Pulpstream engine recognizes field names that start with CH as checklists. So under type, we've selected checklist, and as we mentioned earlier, each checklist has configuration options. This enables you to give inspections and auditors the ability to 1, assign an exact score, and 2, assign a score from available options. So we'll enable objectivity here by making all of the answers to the questions yes or no. The answers to questions in checklists will always go under the label field. And for yes, we want that to have a value of 1. And for notes and corrective actions, we want to hide those options in the pull-down menus. We also want to hide the photos, so that way those don't show up in the inspection form. And for the no, we want the value to be 0. So in our example here, no means that something is not in compliance. So in that situation, we're going to require the inspector to add photos, add notes, and add corrective actions by choosing those in the pull-down menus. We'll go ahead and save the field, and we're going to add the rest of our questions from the checklist to this form. Take a look at the landing page here in the skill station to find those questions.